huge difference on power performance. Holy snap, that was pretty cool.
Hi, Eric, DMAX Store. Today, I will be installing the Edge EZX tuner on this 3-liter Duramax.
Here you've got your Edge EZX tuner for your 3-liter LM2 Duramax. It's going to come with 5 power levels that are adjustable on the fly. You've got 7 user adjustable throttle booster settings in each power level. You've got a tire size speedo calibration via the app. You've got tire pressure monitor sensor pressure threshold adjustment, top speed limiter adjustment, auto start stop enable disable, gear ratio calibration, high engine idle, engine coolant protection, manual DPF regen. You can read and clear ECM and TCM codes. You can also check emissions readiness. This is all accessible on the Edge EZX app. All right, so we're with Luis here, the owner of this 3-liter Duramax. So we're gonna go ahead and set the power level to stock, get some baseline kind of feel for the throttle, and go from there. We're gonna try stock and turn it on to a straight from a stop, so. Okay. Nothing crazy, just got an intake on this truck, and I mean, feel like pretty normal pull, obviously. Not changing the power or anything, so the next one we'll go ahead and change it up to power level 5 and see how that does.
Sure.
All right, so now we're in power level 5. Go ahead and take it off. Oh, jeez. Chirp the tires a little bit on that one.
Oh yeah, it did.
Big difference?
That is a huge difference on power performance. Holy snap, that was pretty cool. I was not expecting that at all.
That's awesome. Yeah,
it definitely picked up. It didn't have that throttle lag like it always does, like the lag when you start going from a stop.
Yeah.
Wow. That was level 5?
Yep, that was in level 5, so that was everything. You got 5 different power levels to choose from with the Edge EZX. So, I mean, you can change your power levels. This thing has a throttle booster, so you've got like 7 or 8 adjustable throttle sensitivity positions on here. You can change your tire size to correctly calibrate your speedometer. You can change your gear ratio if you're doing gears in your truck. It's really important to have this dialed in, and this is a pretty cheap and easy way to do that without like custom tuning and stuff. And I know on these trucks it's not as readily available. You can change your tire pressure monitoring system threshold. So if you want to run a little bit lower PSI, if you've got bigger tires on there, you can do that. You can do a button recall. This I think is really cool. No one likes auto start stop, so every time you get out of your truck and you start it, right now you know it goes back, you have to click the auto start stop button again to turn that off. The button recall, every time you turn it back on, it's going to be exactly the same as you left it when you turn it off. So no more having to press that auto stop start every time. And then you've got a speed limiter that you can change. So instead of having a top speed of like 99 or 110 miles an hour, you now can adjust it up to like 127 miles an hour. So we've also got an engine coolant temperature setting that will actually have a protection on there. So once you get to a certain engine coolant temp, your Edge is actually going to derate and go more towards the stock power, so you're not going to harm anything. So that's a really cool protection that they have built in here. You can also do a manual regen on this, which is pretty cool. And then you can also check and clear any codes. So a lot of guys, if you want to just see what codes are on your truck, install the Edge EZX, pull up the app on your phone, click clear check DTCs, and it'll show you any trouble codes that are on there, and you can clear them and do all that stuff as well. You also have a high idle, so you can go through, mess with the cruise control to actually set your high idle. So if you're in a cold climate, want your truck to warm up a little bit faster, go ahead and click the cruise control buttons. It'll actually get you into a high idle to get your truck up to operating temperature faster. Overall, the Edge EZX was a super easy install. It was a super great product, really noticeable difference. So we're gonna let you guys know long-term how this works. But I mean, so far, I mean, hands down, great product. I highly recommend it. If you're looking to get a little bit more power in your LM2, check out the Edge EZX. We had Eric install this Edge EZX onto our 3-liter Duramax. You gotta disconnect the batteries and you gotta get to the intake tube behind the engine. So you gotta take some stuff off, but really you're just installing that new wiring harness, plugging it into the sensors, and so you can kind of intercept that signal and add more power. So the Edge comes with the full wiring harness that you need to put this in, and then it's also going to come with a module to plug into the Edge EZX itself. You can see I'm putting that in here, and then just plug all these into the connectors and you're good to go. go ahead and get your Edge EZX tuner at dmaxstore.com.